Awesome. Guys, it's 9 o'clock right here. It's time. Let's get started. Child's pose. Good morning. My name is Leah Green, and I welcome all of you, wherever you're coming from today. Welcome, and thank you for allowing me into your space. Take a deep breath in. And empty it out. And do it one more time, but this time fill your lungs to your fullest capacity. Like truly just take it all in. And then pause for just a moment. And then let it all out. Like completely empty out. And then spread your fingers. Press in to your palms. Notice if your belly is drifting just onto your belly lazily, like pull your belly in and up. Press your hips back towards your heels. And right here, fill your lungs. Empty it out. Downward facing dog. Shift your hips to the sky. Pedal your feet, shake out your hips, maybe shake out your head, like let go here. And then press back into a place of stillness. That same pressure into the hands. Just drop your head and look between your ankles. Draw your shoulder blades into your spine, move them into your body. Now that shoulder integration takes more weight out of your wrist there. And then lift your tailbone up and press your heels back. From your skin to your muscle to your bone, hug in. And then lift your tailbone up a little higher, feel the weight coming out of your wrist, and start to walk your hands back a little at a time, ragdoll. You can place a large bend in the knees. Just kind of hang out. Start lifting your tailbone up, stacking your hips over your heels. Notice if you're locking your jaw or pulling out your head, kind of like a turtle. Just drop your chin, drop your head. Then drop your hands, bring your feet together. Reach up, Tadasana, fully extend. Ground through your feet, lift your toes, feel your feet, look up. Take a tiny back bend, open up. Bring your hands to your heart center. We'll begin this practice. 3 ohms. Tadasana, full reach. Lengthen up, look up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, flatten your spine. Press your tailbone back, reach the crown of your head forward. And then walk your hands forward, high plank. In your high plank, you can Take your feet out a little bit wider if you need stability. But I invite you all into your core. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. That's it. Now shift your heels up and stack yourself forward. Bend your elbows, low plank. Big breath in, hover. Upward facing dog. Straighten your arms. Pull your chest forward. Look up. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips, and look back. Ha. Take 3 more breaths right here in your downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look at the top of your mat. Go there, feet between your hands. Halfway lift. Forward bow. Extended mountain. Full reach. Look up between your fingertips. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back, high plank. Go low plank. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Debbie, did you move that so I couldn't see your print? Yeah, everybody look forward. Go forward. Halfway lift. Bow. Extended mountain. Full inhale. Reach up. Look between your fingers. Tiny back bend. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. I can't hear you breathing, so I'm going to keep reminding you. Ujjayi. Filling your lungs through your nose. Breathing in. Exhaling out through your nose. Fill up. Empty it out. Look at the top of your mat. Bend your knees. Walk, jump, or float. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. I don't know what accent that was. Chair pose. Shift your hips down a little bit lower. I see some of your knees going past your toes. Everybody look in. If your knees are past your toes, shift them back. Get your knees stacked over your ankles. Yeah, so what if your hips lift a little bit? Like, get safe here. And then start to drop down into your heels. Press your inner ankles back, push your outer ankles down. Now sink down even lower, because you're gonna lift your pelvis up towards your belly button. It makes you more into that seated position. Yeah, a little less scary. Lift your hands up, spark your fingers. One more breath in, forward bow. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, big exhale. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. Take warrior one. Now be intentional here. Create the physical foundation of the pose. Start with your feet. If your back leg is bent, straighten it out. Press the knife edge of that back foot into the mat. You want to be firm in the back leg, strong. And then lunge even deeper right here. Come in. Yeah, everybody move closer to the front screen. That's it. Reach your hands up. Pull your front ribs in. And then sink in. From skin to muscle to bone. Hug in. One more breath in. Chaturanga. That's it. Hands flat. Step back. Upward dog. Empty and downward facing dog. Take it to the left side. Warrior one. Step in. Deep lunge. Press the mound of each big toe down. Now press into the center of your heels and then lunge 6 inches deeper. Draw in to create your full expression out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, big breath. Downward facing dog, empty it out. Whoo. Yeah. Sun B number one. Bend your knees, look, jump, half lift, bow, chair pose. Just sink right in like you finished the last one. Lift your chest, lift your hands. Now, sit down into your hips. Breathe in, forward bow. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Right foot warrior one. Move with your breath here. Lunge in, reach up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take the left side, warrior one. Big lunge. Ground down, reach up. Chaturanga. Flow it out. Upward facing dog, empty and downward facing dog. 4 breaths. If your knuckles are lifting off of the mat, spread your fingers back out, ground down into the mat. Everybody lift your heels up, bend your knees, float forward. Halfway lift, bow, chair pose. Sit low, inhale, exhale, forward bow. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe in, warrior one, right side. Step in, reach up, big lunge, fully express, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Take the left side, warrior one, stay in. Deep lunge, reach up, expand from the inside out, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths. Look at the top of your mat. Bend your knees, float. Half lift, bow, chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Warrior one, right foot forward. Reach up, chaturanga. Flow out, upward dog, downward dog. Left side, warrior one, full expression out, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Whew. One more, look forward, float forward. Half lift, bow, chair pose, sink in, breathe in, forward bow. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, step forward, right foot. Breathe in, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take the left side, warrior one. You've got this, big reach. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Tori's dog even got into this one. I love it. And just shake it out, whatever you need here. And everybody, full inhale. Bring your hands together at the top of your mat. Lift your right foot up to the sky, 3-legged down dog. And from 3-legged down dog, you can flip your dog, dropping your foot down to the mat. Reach your hand up. And from down dog, you can move into wheel, fully expand here. Coming to look at you guys. That's it, Kathleen. Beautiful. Yes, Tori, reach closer to the dog. Keep going, keep going. You've got it, big breath. Side plank. Side plank on your right. Where can you go from here? Yeah, Monica, that's it. Lift your foot. Nice dot. Beautiful, Debbie. Look at that. Everybody lift up even higher. Yes, Tracy, look up. Chaturanga. Man, you guys are a strong group today. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Woo, take it to the other side. Bring your hands together. Left foot to the sky, three-legged down dog. Lift your knee a little bit higher here. Lift your hips even higher, Katie. You got it. And then flip your dog. Drop your left foot down, left hand up. Right there, everybody, lift your hips even higher and push through your foot. It's going to give you more room. You got it, Lynn. Lift your knee up. Beautiful. Press your heel back. Everybody, open up. Fling to the left. Whatever you get there. Great job. Melissa, I love the little knee pad you made there. Perfect. Everybody lift up. If your knee is on the ground, stack your knee under your hips so you've got a safe alignment, and then lift your hips even higher. That's it. Now lift your leg up. Everybody just see what happens if you lift up. Breathe in, hips up, heel up, gaze up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Whew. That's it. Another big, big breath in. Exhale out a sigh. One more. Fill up. Empty it out. Lift your right foot to the sky. Swing it forward, crescent lunge. Press your back heel up over the mounds of your back toes. I took a class with my teacher, Baptiste, yesterday, and he kept saying, zip up your back leg, zip up your back leg. But then I giggled, and then I started to realize, like, wow, it's a great analogy. I always say, like, straighten your back leg, but it is true. It's like taking a zipper, like, from your heel up. So as you zip up, your ankle lifts up, the back of your calf lifts up, the back of your thigh lifts up, your left glute cheek is tight, and then you lunge in a little bit deeper. Just like that, pull your front ribs in, reach a little bit higher. Where your intention goes, energy flows. So go there, reach up. Chaturanga, blow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take the left side up and forward, crescent lunge. Coming into a strong foundation, zip up your back leg. And if you need more stability here, just take your feet out wider, your stance out wider. Now sink in here. And as you sink in, if your belly starts to come in, re-engage. Lift up, spark the fingers, and then go in a little bit deeper. Yeah, you're probably shaking a little. You want to come out, and that's okay. Right there, that's your edge. That's where we start to grow. Go in, reach up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Clear it out. Lift your right foot and step it forward, crescent lunge. And just take a little mood check here on what's showing up. And acknowledge that, breathing in. And then exhale, let it go. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Take a little detoxing here, getting rid of some negative emotions, negative energy, maybe detoxing negative food, negative beverages. Press into your hands, lift your belly. Pull the crown of your head forward. Finding that length in the spine, take a tiny little rinse here. Top shoulder back, bottom rib cage forward. Right there, fill up. And then rinse like you're a washcloth, just getting it all out. Full breath in, twist out. Warrior two. Spin your back ankle into the earth. Keep your lunge deep. Look at your front knee. If your knee is in towards your pinky toe, pull it over, or your big toe, pull it over to your pinky toe. Yeah, if it's at your pinky toe, good work. And then take your lunge about 2 inches deeper, extended side angle. You can drop your forearm to your inner thigh, or you can advance it a little more and just drop your hand lightly to the mat. You don't want a lot of pressure in your bottom hand. So stay engaged in your legs, driving through the four corners of your feet. Big inhale. Twist, open up here. Now pulling your top shoulder back, integrate your shoulder blades. Draw your thoracic spine in, move your upper arm bones back. Notice, can you take a half bind, dropping your top arm behind you? If you're starting to back off the lunge, go in. You're going to need the lunge to get the bind. If you want more, take your bottom hand under your thigh and reach for your top hand. If you're already in bird of paradise or standing split, good, go there. Everyone, draw in to create your full expression out here. Big inhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left foot up to the sky, swing it forward, crescent lunge. God, I've said it a few times, be intentional. Be intentional creating the physical foundation of the pose. It allows you to be up to something bigger than yourself. Tighten your glutes, straighten your legs. Hands at heart center, twist to the left. Right tricep into your left thigh. Yeah, be playful here. Start to find new ways of expressing here. Fuller breath, longer spine, deeper twist. Look up, rinse out. Warrior two. Lift your toes, stretch all 10 toes out. Left knee forward, over towards your middle of the pinky toe. Draw your shoulder blades into your spine, move them closer to your body. Hinge at the hips, extended side angle. Tighten your left glute here. Press your pelvis forward, like lift the front of your pelvis. Let your tailbone descend. Gaze up at your top hand. Draw your thoracic spine in. Move your upper arm bones back. Fill up. And then drop your top hand as you move back. You got it. Start moving into the bind. Start moving into something new. Fill up. Rinse out. 3 more breaths. If you're moving into bird of paradise or another bind, I invite you there. Draw in to create your full expression. Fill up. Then rinse it out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nice work. 3 more breaths right here. Look at the top of your mat. Jump there. Just take the risk and float. Half lift. Bow forward. Chair pose. Sink into your legs here. Let your right leg just float. So you're at like a little hover here. And then take your right leg over, squeeze in. And then slowly take the right arm under, eagle. Action in the feet, action in the fingers. Notice if your hands are just hanging out, like you want to get really activated through the whole body, squeezing into your center line. Sink down into your hips. Breathe in. And then release, low mountain. So hands by your side, you can shake it out. And then come back in to that, our Utkatasana, sink low. We're going for your left side. So this time lift your left leg, hover, feel the 4 corners of your right foot sink back and down, and then stack left leg over for eagle. Left arm under, slowly. Notice if you whip your hands and you start to feel yourself kind of moving and shaking, and go with slow and controlled here. Lift the elbows. And shake it out, release, low mountain. We're gonna step back up, eagle on the right, right leg over, right arm under. And this time I invite you, a balance between effort and ease. Effort and, breathing, staying in your ujjayi. Ease and just relaxing. Steady your gaze and just be. Standing leg raise, right knee at hip height. And just pull your right knee up. And then I invite you all to just play here, Can you extend your right foot? Yeah, my foot doesn't go very far when I do, but just extend it and then lift it up. That's it, breathe in and lift it up. Hold there for 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee, airplane. Slowly press back. Steady your gaze to a non-moving point. And if you fall out, just come right back in. Draw your thoracic spine in. Move your upper arm bones back. Flex your toes to the earth. Bring your hands to your heart center. Half moon. Drop your left hand, or is it your opposite hand? Yeah, drop your bottom hand to the mat. And I go somewhere a little bit on the outside of me because I don't have a block right with me today. If you have a block, you can grab your block and use that as an assist. Stack your hips. And my gaze is typically the last thing to go. Really stacking the joints here, squeeze in. From skin to muscle to bone, hug in. Then come back, airplane. Slowly shift your hips to the earth. Pull your chest up. Standing leg raise. Pull your knee back at hip height. And then transition right into tree. Bring your foot to your inner thigh. Breathe. Notice if you want to raise your hands here or gaze up here. If you're looking for more, I invite you right in. Don't hold back. Big inhale. Tadasana, ground down through both feet, reach up. And sink down, Utkatasana. Eagle on your left. Take your left leg over, your left arm under. Steady your gaze and sink down into your hips. Big breath in. Empty it out. Standing leg raise. Pull your left knee at hip height. The right and the left side can be very different. I know for me, they are not only in my legs, but in my hips. So when I experience this on this side, lifting my left side, it's very different. So straighten your left knee, just start to, your left leg. Then start to experience what this feels like. For me, it feels like my leg wants to come down to the ground. So keep lifting up here, no hands, keep lifting. Breathe in, lift up as you exhale. Bend the knee, airplane. Shift your gaze to your non-moving point. Press your back heel. Press your back heel back. And lift your chest up. It's this weird tension of as if you're pushing the ground down, but lifting your shoulders back. And that tension allows you a little counterbalance there. And then flex your toes and lift your back heel up. Half moon. And steady your gaze to the ground. Stack your hips. Squeeze your left glute in. That's it, right there. Look up if you're ready and expand from the inside out. If Shavasana is available, take it right here. Grab back for your ankle. Slowly, with your core engaged, come back, airplane. Shift your hips. Engage your core. Standing leg raise, slow and steady, come back in. Tree. Pull your foot to your inner thigh. Or maybe to your calf, your shin. Actually, that'd be your calf. Yeah, your calf. Is there more available right here on this side? And if there is, then what does it look like right here in your body? Draw in to create space for something new. Take another big breath in. Tadasana, reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Yeah, fill up. Open your mouth. Ha. Step your right foot to the top of your mat, warrior one. Back into your deep lunge. Notice if you've gone into default, your knees behind your ankle. Lunge in. Warrior two. Open up here. Pull your shoulder blades in. Upper arm bones back. Press into your feet and straighten both legs. Triangle. Come forward and down to the outside of your right shin or thigh. Lift up through your core. Reach up towards the ceiling, and then you can take your gaze up there. Squeeze your glutes, press your pelvis forward, and then open up. You can move for a back bend or just a tiny little twist here. Ground down into the feet. Look up. Rinse out. One more. Fill up. Go back. Warrior two. Bend your front knee. Straighten your front leg, pivot all your toes. Well, actually pivot your front toes to meet your back toes. Yeah, since we're not in the room, I can't go to walls. But your front feet to meet your back. And then reach your hands up, bow forward. And shift your hips forward to stack your heels. Walk your hands back. If your hands line with your toes and you're working an inversion, you can drop your head and go here. Otherwise, just start walking your head towards the mat, your chest towards your thighs. Big breath in. Breath out. On your inhale, flatten the spine. As you exhale, deepen the pose. Another inhale. If you're upside down, slowly make your way back down to your feet. And everyone half lift. Come all the way up to standing. Pivot your right foot to 12 o'clock and step your back foot up a little bit. We're gonna come into pyramid. Reach your hands up, forward fold. Chest towards your thighs, let your head be the last to go. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Revolved pyramid. Keep your left hand to the earth, reach your right hand to the sky. Breathe in, light on your bottom hand. Exhale, tiny little twist. One more, fill up, twist out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We're moving to the left side, warrior one. Back into the foundations, your feet, your legs, your core. Reach up, spark through your fingers, open your swords, warrior two. Gaze past your middle finger. Shoulder integration, pull the thoracic spine in, move your upper arm bones back. Press into your feet, extend the legs, triangle. Come forward and down to the outside of your left foot. Gaze up at your right fingertips and start to open here. Big breath in, press down into your feet. Exhale, pull your thighs in, open up. You've got it. One more full inhale. Rinse out on the exhale. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Pivot your front toes to face the same as your back. Create a bind. Yeah, interlace your hands at your low back and press your hands down, look up. Bow forward. Allow your bind to rinse over your body. So stay active here, pressing your bind away, up and over. Sit dot. And shift your hips forward a little more. Just right there, Debbie, go even further up. Yeah, everybody take 3 inches forward your toes. Allow your head to rinse here. Everybody shake out. Halfway lift, flatten the back. Press your bind away a little more and then bow forward as you exhale. Halfway lift. Release your bind. Come all the way to standing. Pivot your left foot forward. Step your back foot up. Pyramid. You can take a bind here or you can just reach your hands back to the sky. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold forward. One more breath in. Empty it out. Halfway lift, slowly release the bind. Revolve your pyramid. Right hand down to your center line or your left pinky toe. Left hand up to the sky. Square your hips and then breathe in. Exhale, rinse. Yeah, square your hips to the front of your mat. That's what I should have said, because you're probably like, square them where? Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, open. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. High plank. Pull the pit of your belly in and up here. Go low plank. High plank. Lift your right heel at hip height. And then tap it down. Lift your left heel at hip height. Tap it down. Lift your right heel at hip height. And then take it over to the right side. Tap it down and bring it back in. And the left side. Tap it out, bring it back in. And go low plank. High plank. And take your right hand, tap your left shoulder. And bring it back down. Take your left hand to your left shoulder. And bring it back down. Go low plank, high plank, downward facing dog. Whew, who knew you could do so much core work? High plank. Yeah, lift your foot at hip height. Take it to the right. Tap it down. Bring it up. Pull it back in. Bring your knee to your nose. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Press it back. Open up. Tap it down. Bring it up. Pull it in. Pull your knee to your nose. For 3, 2, 1. Press your right foot back. Lift your left heel at hip height. That's it. Open your left heel to the side. Tap it down. Lift it up. Bring it to center. Knee to nose. 3, 2, 1. Press your heel back. Open up. Tap it down. Bring it up. Pull it to center. Knee to nose. For 3, 2, 1. High plank. There it is. Breathe in. From your skin to your muscle to your bone. Hug in. Low plank. Right here. Hover. 3, 2, no plank. All the way to the belly. Nice work, you guys. Arms on fire. Whole body might be on fire right here. I know my shoulders are a little tingly from that. Reset here. Ujjayi. Big inhale. Full exhale. Lift your gaze forward. Locust. Lengthen out throughout the body. Exhale, lift up. Pull your shoulders in. Lift your thighs up. Flex your toes. Lift your feet. Lower down. Rock it out. And just like that, come back in. Locust. Lengthen and lift. From skin to muscle to bone, hug in. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And walk up to your mat halfway. Come through your feet or your hands. Come onto your back. We're going to sit up bridge. Actually, we're not even going to set it. We're going to do it. Press into your feet. Lift up, bridge. Pull your shoulders into your spine. Move them closer to your body. Grounding through the feet. Lift up the hips even higher and hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower to the mat. And just adjust your hands here. Take your hands by your ears. We're going for wheel. Yeah, just like that. It got wheel. Lift up. Number 1, go for it right here. And if you're not doing wheel, do bridge, but everybody go, lift up, forward, down. Take another inhale. Wheel, lift up. Yes, our wheel, our bridge. Don't give up. If you give up, it's on yourself. Come on, you've got this. Draw in to create your full expression out. Down. Nice, Kathleen. And some of you are really going with it. You're getting playful. That's it. Right here for wheel number 3. This is it. This is the last one. Like, take advantage right here. Get playful. You got it. Expand from the inside out. There, what's possible? Go bigger. Forward to the mat. Safely and slowly come to your back. Whew. And everyone, pull your knees into your chest, squeeze them into your body, giving yourself a giant hug. And then Kathleen is one of my dear friends, and Kathleen happens to be on the call. And you know, when you've got amazing teachers on the call, you got to use them. So I'm going to have Kathleen unmute and take us through some core work, because core is like her life. So Kathleen, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
So we're going to combine 2 of my favorite core exercises, the hollow man and the dead bug. So come on back and suck your navel in, like keep your spine down on your mat. Bringing your feet up to a hover, arms come behind you, extended behind you, and then take your right arm back, bring it up to meet your left arm back. Yeah. For 20, 19, 8, 17, 16, 15.
Keep going.
14, keep breathing. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Nice, Debbie. 6, 5. Go, Sean. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest.
Whew. So good one, Kathleen. All right, you got one more?
Yeah.
Finish off the core.
That like hollow man position. And then what you're gonna do is twist up to your right side, extend past your knee, bring that left hand back, and then switch. For 18, 17, 16, 15, keep the back down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees to your chest.
Woo! Thank you, Kathleen.
You're welcome.
Oh, and she said she enjoyed this. I believe her now. All right, rock and roll 3 to 5 times. Kathleen, do you mind muting yourself? And Dot is my hips goddess, and I saw Dot on here, so I'm going to get Dot to unmute and take us into hips. Dot, my goddess, will you please?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And since it's my birthday,
Happy birthday!
Thank you. We should do my absolute favorite hip pose, which is, of course, frog.
I love it.
So you can roll up the side edges of your mat. Bring your knees out wide. And your ankles in line with your knees. And then come forward. You can prop up on your forearms. I'm at home and I have all my favorite toys, so if you have a bolster or a pillow, don't be scared to put it under your chest. If you get where you're supported, then you can stay longer and push deeper into the pose. But then notice if it's nap time. So if you feel like this is just nice and comfy, really press your hips back towards your heels. That's where you can increase the intensity. And then pull the pit of your belly in and up. And now you just get to breathe. And the funny thing is we're all getting really used to just sitting in the discomfort. And yoga, especially hip poses, makes us all ready to do this. That we know it's going to be really uncomfortable for a little while. Like frog is really uncomfortable. But eventually you will get to come out of this frog. Now, if it were up to me, we'd stay here for about 10 minutes, but I know it's not up to me.
Okay, you know, if it were up to me to extend this class any longer, I would say, yes, let's stay, Dot. But I think I am so grateful to have you guys definitely here. It is so fun to have your teaching and to listen to you guys teach. It makes me realize I am so ready for this discomfort to end and I can get back into your classes. But right now, I want you to take another deep breath in and just for Dot's birthday, since she can't hear us all sing happy birthday to her, let's all like right here, just wherever you are in your own home, just start. Actually, you know what? I will unmute you all. Let's all stay here and just sing happy birthday to Dot since it's her favorite place to be. And then we'll release together. So right here, give me one moment and then unmute. We might sound a little wild for a second, but I've unmuted everyone. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dot. Happy birthday to you. And all right, Dot, everybody release. Nice work. Dot and Kathleen, thank you so much for guest teaching. They didn't even know it. Then come on to your booty. Yeah, right onto your glutes. Take your feet out in front of you. And then lift up really tall. We're going to come into seated forward fold, Virabhadrasana. Just drop your head, shake it out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow forward. Take a big breath in, fill up. And then exhale. Slowly release your feet. And then I want you to come back with your hands behind you just a little bit. And you can take your hands out neutral, which would be to the side, or your fingers facing your glutes. And then you can take reverse plank, feet pointed, or you can take tabletop, bending the knees. But everybody lift up. You've got it. Use your glutes, use your hips, and then lift up. Drop your head back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift up higher. Lower down. Drop your glutes. Bring your hands closer to your booty. Drop onto your forearms. Fish. And now for fish, if you have a block and you want to take supported fish, you can bring your block long ways between your shoulder blades. Just drop under your block, drop your head back. And if you're not using a block, pull your elbows in a little bit tighter, lift the center of your chest up towards the sky or the ceiling, and shift your head back Just look back. Big inhale. Slowly release as you exhale. Come off of your shoulders. And then roll into an inversion of your choice. Waterfall is one of my favorites, just bringing a block under your hips, lifting your feet to the sky. If you don't have a block, but you're close to a wall, like this would be a great place to just kick up against the wall. Shoulder stand, rolling all the way onto your shoulder blades is another option, bringing your hands to your low back, or traditional head or handstand. If you're in shoulder stand, drop your feet to the earth, plow. Press your thighs up and away from you as you press your toes down and plow. From plow, bend your knees, Karna Padasana. You keep your toes curled. If you want to advance this more, you can come onto the tops of your feet here. From Karna Padasana into plow. You're upside down in headstand or handstand, I invite you into child's pose. From plow to shoulder stand, 1 foot at a time, back to the sky. Right where you are, everyone, make your way to your back, onto your spine. Fully extended on your mat, reaching your hands over your head, pressing your feet forward. Then pulling anything that's left right here into play, balling your fists, squinting your eyes, gritting your toes, flexing your feet, gritting your teeth, yeah, flexing your toes. And then take a full inhale, filling your lungs to your fullest capacity, and right there, holding it all in, squeezing. 3, 2, let it go. Shavasana. Final rest. Nothing to say here. Nothing to do here. Breathe. How boring would it be if we knew everything that was going to happen? Yet we're always trying to peek around the corner to see ahead. We knew everything that was going to happen. We wouldn't need to experience it. There would be nothing to learn, explore, or gain. We'd stay in our heads instead of our hearts. So often, it's the surprises of the moments and hours, the unexpected twists and turns that give meaning to our journey and make our lessons come alive. You are connected to truth. You are connected to divine guidance. You can trust and embrace your guidance from God. That means you will get all the visions, all the guidance, all the advanced knowledge and wisdom you need. Not too much to spoil the surprise, not too much to neutralize the lesson. Just enough guidance to let you know you are never alone. Bring movement to your body, fingers, toes. Pull your knees to your chest one at a time. Roll on to your side for fetal position. And keeping your eyes closed, press to seated. Sit up tall. Bring your hands to your heart center. And let's seal our practice with a sea of 3 rolling Oms. You can enter and exit as you wish. Draw your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Together, let's bow. Namaste. Great job, you guys. Man, it is always an honor and a pleasure to have all of you guys on the call. Today, you guys, I'm really lucky. I have a lot of teachers on this call, and man, just hearing some of your voices, it definitely makes me miss the interview experience, but also seeing all of these students, like making it to the virtual classes, staying in your practice, like this is where the magic happens right now, you guys, right here on your mat, just kind of releasing energy, just gaining a new sense of self while you're on your mat and being able to take that back out in the world, whether it's to create sense of self for you or to allow you more to give out to the world. And, you know, I am really clear what my life is for right now. And my life is for service. And my life is for each and every one of you. And however I can be here to serve you in a greater way, please let me know if you find yourself struggling and feeling really down or negative or depressed, and those feelings start seeping in of alone, like I invite you to reach out to me. I am always available. And if that looks like a meditation, if that looks like a conversation, I just want you to know that there is a way out. And if you're seeking something more than your practice is giving you, please reach out to us. you know, if it's not me, our teachers are always available, and I have teachers who are here to talk to you. But before you consider a darker edge, like please reach out, you guys. Like right now in this time of aloneness, things are showing up, depression and other things. And if you're experiencing that in your life and in your community, please invite them to these free classes, to these meditations, and ask us, let us know what and how we can be for you. Because again, I'm very clear that right now is my time to step up. I have chosen a life of service, and right now my life is for each and every one of you, however I can be. So please reach out if you need me. My name is Leah Green. You guys come back. We'll see you soon. Have a great Sunday.